Welcome to another episode of Unlock a Life You Love. Today, I want to talk about our 6 human needs, what truly drives us to do the things we're going to do, what makes us make those decisions, what makes us allocate our time in certain ways. Now, we're all unique individuals, and we all prioritize or value each of these needs at a different rate. But it's important that you know how you are driven, how you are motivated, and figure out whether that's a healthy motivator or an unhealthy motivator. But the more aware you are of the fact that we all have these 6 human needs, the easier it is to be able to interact, to fully, truly connect, to offer more value to another individual if you know what they prioritize in their human needs. So the number 1 human need is the need for certainty. Security, not having change, knowing that you are looked after, that you are safe, that you can move away from pain, but you can also enjoy pleasure. So those that really have that desire for certainty, quite often aren't going to be the risk takers, aren't going to be the ones that are going to be involved in innovation and trying new things and pushing the boundaries and creating more than they've ever thought possible. So if you are one who really values certainty, you may want to consider valuing some of these other areas so you can get more compromise if that's what you're truly desiring to live that happy, fulfilled life. So number 2 is the need for uncertainty. So not only do we need certainty, most of us also are looking for variety. We want the element of surprise. We want to have adventure. We want to have change and growth and not be stagnant, but be expanding. So those that can get into the need or deep desire for variety, quite often we can go from task to task to task to task, and we can get into overwhelm. We can put too many things on our plate because we love variety. So again, is it a healthy relationship with the need for variety, or is it an unhealthy relationship? Or if you know somebody needs variety, when you're in a relationship, you know the things to be able to offer them. Or if you're in that leadership role, if you have a desire for variety, you want to make sure you also have the awareness that you have to complete a task. So again, knowledge is power. When you know better, you do better. The 3rd human need is the need for significance. Now, significance is that need to feel unique, that need to feel special, that need to feel important. And these are human needs we all have. Now, where you value the need for significance is something I really want you to look at, because we live in the social media world. We live in the filters world. We live in the highlight reel world. But sometimes we can get caught up in that need for significance. Now, it can motivate you in a very positive way because you want to master your craft. You want to be the best at what you're doing. And therefore, you are valued. You are significant. So you want to make sure you're finding that happy medium, that balance. But 90% of individuals, their top 2 human needs are the need for certainty. Therefore, they're not going to take risks. They're not going to make change. If they can't predict the outcome, they're not going to do it. And the number 2 human need that people strive for and value so much is significance, the need to feel special, important, and unique and valued by others. Now, our 4th human need is the need for love and connection. Now, if 90% of our population puts the need for security and significance above the need for love and connection, well, we can get really mixed up in how we're allocating our time, because time's the biggest leverager. We have 24 hours in a day. And if you're valuing those other 2 things above and beyond love and connection, is that going to bring you great fulfillment? True happiness, because our relationships are usually where we get that true happiness. When you think about something that happens, you're truly significant. You have the accolades. What's the first thing you do? You pick up the phone and you call someone and you share it with them. So if you're not valuing those relationships and fostering that and really becoming masterful in relationships and love and connection to meet that deep human need because you got caught up in what the rest of the world is doing, just something to be aware of. So those are our number four. Those are four of our human needs. But the last two go into spiritual needs and where true happiness and fulfillment really come from. And number five is growth. The need, if you're not growing, you're dying. The need for expansion, the need for knowing and growing and learning and evolving as a human being. Now, that can be really healthy and it can have you strive and grow and get into the best physical fitness of your life and know more than you knew yesterday. But it can also put you in the detriment of always needing to get that next degree, know that next piece of information, and yet you're not actually applying it to create that life of fulfillment. So growth is another human need. Are you valuing growth enough? Many people that go after big goals and want to grow, the reason leads them to our sixth human need. And any one of the human needs, that's what motivates us to be who we are, to show up in the world the way we do, because we're trying to fulfill that need. The sixth human need is the need for contribution. And we all want to be a part of something that's bigger than ourselves. But it can be very healthy. It can be the need to share information with others and enhance society and do good for other people that maybe can't do it for themselves. But there can also be an unhealthy value on this human need to contribute. You cannot give from an empty cup. You cannot give finances if you cannot afford the finances, if you're not meeting your certainty need, but because your human need for contribution is bigger, we need to find that balance. I just find when you truly look at what are your top two human needs, what are your drivers, what really gets you going, what fires you up, what gets you to schedule, what gets you motivated to move away from procrastination and into action, when you know what your deep needs are, then you can choose to use your time really wisely and you can really develop that life you so love.